keeping it coy, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. Hope to earn your subscription today. So in today's video, it's actually 2 days later, not 1 day later. I know I said I will try and get the leaks fixed tomorrow. Well, that tomorrow had issues, and yeah, let's spin you around and show you what issues we had. So you may see this box and think, well, it's not the box you had the other day. Yeah, I've now got a vary pump in there. The feeder's just gone off, so they're scattering around looking for food, but that's the big old beastie pump that was in there. And typical, the day after I stick a plug on it, different plug, it stops working. But I'm not going to be able to see it because I haven't cleaned the algae off yet. But that was the Jabo Eco Pump, and yeah, come out the next morning, quite late that morning because it was my day off and I hadn't had a day off for a while, so I had a bit of a lay-in. Come out late that morning and there was no water running. No water running at all. So because I'd just put a new plug on there, which was the orange one, which is now on the new pump, I thought, oh, maybe the fuse has gone. So changed the fuse, still didn't work. Put a new fuse, brand new fuse in again, still didn't work. Tried 3 different fuses, didn't work. So I was like, right, okay, new plug, maybe the plug's knackered. Stuck a new plug on it, not brand new, but it worked off the appliance or whatever it was that I took it off, and still no joy. So jump in the van, drive out to JKI, pick up a new vary pump. I needed a vary pump anyway for when I build my next pond on there, but unfortunately that was money I didn't have to spend. So that has been a bit of a bugger. As you can see, the window clamps are now off the window. I've had my scrubby pad out, cleaning all the marks from them off, which they're all now gone. I've sealed in around the window edge there, so that little gap's gone. I've had the superpower torch out to shine it on the the silicone on the inside. Not one little bit is leaking on there, so that's why I sealed the window in even more. I don't know whether you can tell, but it's filling back up now after having all the filters opened and whatnot. Obviously it drained it by a good few inches, so I'm just taking it back up to level. The filters do still have water in, but as you can see, I am still fixing leaks. Haven't done a first check yet, but that wasn't actually leaking out of the union, that was leaking out of the back of there. So I've sealanted in there. I'm sorry if you get dizzy, but I'm going to have to turn you upside down for a second, because I've also sealed in there. Not pretty, but yeah, hopefully that will do the job. There's no sealant, I don't believe, in the way of the ball valve, so that should be good. But yeah, the leak that was on that, just quick tighten, that was sorted. The leak that was on that, quick tighten, that was sorted. Actually, I don't even think there was a leak on that one. But yeah, no leaks on the UV itself. No leaks, thank God, on any of the 4-inch pipe. And no leaks on any of the exits on these ones. But as you all know, we did have a leak of that hose tail connector. So I don't know if you can quite tell. Unfortunately, the fitting is too long for me to seal in on the inside as well, which is a shame, because that would have been ideal and fit through. There we go. But yeah, so I've sealanted around the outside here. That should all be pretty dry now. That was the first one I did. But yeah, the oh, sorry, here even. I just put an extra dab on that one. It weren't leaking from that one, but I had some left on my finger. So yeah, I've sealanted all around here. That's all pretty dry now. But obviously the male part to that finishes in the middle of that, and my fingers just didn't long enough to get through there and rub some sealant on the inside of that one. So hopefully that will do the trick. If not, buggered, don't really know what else to do. So fingers crossed. Okay, because it's a hexagon shaped connector onto a round pipe. I don't even think I can tape that one up, so hopefully that will have solved that problem. Didn't particularly want CT1 all over the outside of the pipe, because on any of the pipes, because cosmetically it doesn't look very pretty, but we are getting there. I don't know if you can tell, but the surface of this waterlet, absolutely minging. I haven't actually turned that on for a couple of days now. So yeah, without a skimmer, that is what the surface of your water would look like, minus the moths, because the koi would probably eat them, but loads of moths. Look. Got one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. They're everywhere. Another one there. But yeah, so that's where I'm up to with that. I'm just letting it dry. I'll probably leave it overnight just to be 100% sure. Apologies if you can hear the wind, it's a bit breezy today, but yeah, so let that dry, put the pump back on. I have taken the pump off. I've put some packing foam just underneath it because I didn't obviously want to raise it too much, so I've got to get the union back on. And yeah, hopefully that will stop whatever noise that was. I've taken it off fully, checked there's nothing in the propellers, impellers, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, fingers crossed that's fine. If it's still making one hell of a racket, then it may be faulty, it may need to go back. And yeah, I'm just glad I put a shed load of ball valves on this thing. Did flood the floor a bit, taking it all off, hence why the towel's out. They're just out because I couldn't start that one off to get it undone, so just a quick tweak with that, and that solved that problem. And if it leaks, I'll just quickly tweak it again when done. But yeah, so I've got a few new bonsais added to the collection. Whether they'll survive or not, I don't know. But yeah, 3 little oak trees. Love oak trees. I just thought, well, if I can get an oak tree to grow and turn into a little bonsai. I mean, my conker tree is doing really well, and that was just a conker that fell off that tree there and grew in the garden. And I thought, well, why not? Why not? All my other bonsai trees are doing well. All my Oases, my pom-pom tree, my fruit trees, my strawberries, even though they are now actually starting to be attacked again by whatever was attacking them out last year. All these holy leaves, look at them, absolutely holes everywhere. I've got copper all the way bloody round. I've got slug pellets in there, like loads of them, and I mean, even these leaves, look, and that's not even part of the strawberry. That's one of them sycamore or maple trees, whatever, from the helicopters, and they're even munching on them. But it's just weird because slugs and snails would normally stick to a leaf and, like a caterpillar, would munch their way through it, but there's like lots of little holes in all different places, but yet nothing's touching the strawberries. We've actually picked 5 or 6 strawberries today, and they are yummy. But yeah, very odd, very odd. No idea what to do. I have sprayed it with a little bit of pesticide, but whether that will help or not, I don't know. Oh, we're just about up to level. Look, it's just gone over the top weir on that, but there is a bit of empty pipe work in there, so that will probably drop a little bit more, so I will raise it just to the top of that weir, and when I turn it on, back on again, we should be good. But yeah, the drum's still full anyway. I haven't emptied the drum. Still got to wire that up and plug that in. They're all connected, ready to put the air pump in, but that air pump is currently on that setup, keeping them all alive. Again, I haven't wired the UV up yet. It's just a pain in the backside because the electric box that I'm going to be using to wire all this up is currently running that system. Although the pump now is not on it, the pump in here is now on it because the wire is long enough. That's what that wire is, going over the top and droop down there. But yeah, so I've now got 2 vary pumps, and when the new pond is built, let's go in here. I want to move all this out of the way. I'm going to get this one completely finished first and then get that one done. I think I said in either my last video or the one before that I'm almost ready to buy the backy shower there. Well, unfortunately that ain't going to happen now, because just had to buy a Very pump that wasn't planned for a long while. It's, yeah, I wasn't going to buy that until that pond, the new pond, is actually built, which will be a couple of months away, I would have thought. But hey ho, let's have a quick look at the fry. They're doing really growing like anything. Nearly 80 fry in there now. Tried to count them the other day. It's almost impossible with the amount that's in there. Should have counted them as I was putting them in really, but meh. But yeah, the Very pump's working, an absolute treat. I've only got it set to 50% I think at the moment. No, 40%. Yeah, 40%. I don't know if you can quite make that out there, but that's running in on 27, sometimes flicks up to 28 watts. How accurate that is probably not, because on Mark from JKI's sheets it says something different. So yeah, I don't have a spray bar in there at the minute. Literally just got a 90 forcing the water down. It used to have a spray bar in, which is chucked in that box back there at the minute, but since I put it up here, it was not perfectly level and splashing all over the place and whatnot, so I took it off and chucked a off-cutter pipe on it. Oh, I can hear water. What have I done other than leaving the hose pipe on? What's overflowing? Ah, the waste is overflowing. Right, that's the pond level then. Let's turn the old hose pipe off. Not easy one-handed, sorry guys, I'll come back to you in a second. Sorry for staring at the sky. And I've got a wet phone. Oopsie poopsie. Oh well. Never mind. That'll drain off in no time. Right, that's the pond level then. Obviously once the pump comes on anyway, the drum lowers, and once all the pipe work's all filled back up, that will lower that little bit more as well. Right, well at least I know the top of the weir plate is about the right level for the max line in the drum, because if the water gets to that max line, that's what happens. So yeah, I got that pretty damn good, I think. I think everything's worked out, other than the issues. The actual build itself has actually worked out really well. Everything seems pretty darn level. Once all the leaks are fixed, as long as hopefully that pump sorts itself out, because it was making one hell of a racket the other day, especially when I cranked it up to 100%. It really was making a racket. So I've had it out, gave it a quick rinse with the hose pipe just to make sure there was nothing jammed or stuck in there, and hopefully that's it. So fingers crossed that's all the leaks sorted. Yeah, it's a shame it wasn't just that union that was leaking down there. I did say that, I don't know if you guys can remember, but when I fitted this bit of pipe work and whatnot, I said at one stage here, I said, well, it ain't leaking out of that bit or that bit, but if it does leak anywhere, the only bit it'll leak out of is that bit. And lo and behold, I think I jinxed myself. But yeah, got me bag of rubbish to throw in the bin. All covered in CT1 again. I have to get me big wipes out of the van. But yeah, so that's where I'm up to, guys. I'm no more videoing today. I'm just going to let that all set and set well, and then I'll put that union back in there. And yeah, you may be thinking, why didn't I just take the ball valve bit out? Well, I could have done, but that bottom section I did up a bit too tight and I couldn't get it to twist, and as I was twisting that, that bit started to move, so I thought, oh well, we'll just take it off there then. Plus it gave me a bit more room to put the get the silicone in, basically. So yeah, that's where I'm up to today. If that has solved that, and the drum, not the drum, sorry, the pump, if that's all singing and dancing, then we're good. That means I can get that working. Once that's working and the pond starts circulating, I'll then worry about wiring up the drum and everything else. Just want to get one job done at a time, because if I start faffing about with that and something goes wrong with that, then I've got two problems to sort. So I'll get the leaks sorted, get the pump sorted, and once that's done, we can then well, I can just move the air pump that's on the blue vat. That's already got a plug on it, so what I might do to start off with is just whack plugs on everything, put an extension in the filter house, get everything up and running, so I can move the fish from the blue vat into the main pond, and then that means then I can start transferring all these guys from this pond down to the blue pond, and once they're all down the blue pond, I can then shut everything off on this pond and move all the electric box and everything over, and one at a time, obviously, as long as the pump's running, which that is already on the switch box, so I can just carry that in there. Once that pump's running, then it don't matter if I turn the air off for half an hour while I swap the plug into the switch box. Actually no, I'm going to have to turn the switch box off to put everything in. Never mind. Oh well. With 10 smallish, well, I say they're big to me, but small to most of you guys. 9 or 10 smallest fish in this big pond, I'm sure they'll last a couple of hours while I swap all the electrics over. But I can always do it one at a time. The only thing that will be off constantly is the pump, but I can leave the air running because that's on a plug, UV, and yeah, I'll work it out. But yeah, thanks all for watching, guys. Fingers crossed I get it all sorted. Well, I've got to get it all sorted, otherwise I'm going to be sat here with a big puddle of water that's getting greener and greener and greener. But probably won't even get a fish spawn at this rate. It'll be bloody winter again by the time I get this sorted. No, needs must. Got to get it done. Hopefully that's the leak sorted. Fingers crossed the pump's not knackered. And then we'll all be singing and dancing, and the fish will be in it by the end of next week. Fingers crossed. Right, well, thanks all for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share to your friends, and we'll catch you all on the next one.